Hello everyone, welcome back to the latest update series of Drishti IAS. This is Divya Kavatra and we're meeting again to discuss about recent satellite launches of Pakistan. Why are we discussing Pakistan's satellites? Question number one. Second, does it have any security impact on India? Question two. Third, does Pakistan really have the capability of doing all this on its own? Or is there some backing? Question three. Next question that comes is, if somebody is backing them, who is our real enemy? That nation or Pakistan? Who is our real concern? And how are we going to retaliate on that? And how are we going to build our security senses? All right. Let's answer all these questions. Let's find out what is happening. So recently, in the past 16 months, Pakistan has launched 6 satellites. Okay. 6 satellites have been launched by Pakistan. These are the 6 satellites, and all of them have gotten a very clear vision, better resolution vision of entire India. Especially the North India is very clearly visible from all these 6 satellites. The positioning is such that they get, because they have a good backing, they have better structures here, right? And that is causing security concerns for India, right? 6 observation satellites, the reconnaissance and intelligence gathering, they've been launched in the 16-month time period, right? Yeah. They have extensive technological support and obviously backing from China. Okay. Who is backing them? China is backing them, obviously. And with that backing, they have good technological assistance. And in that good technological assistance terms, they have better resolution cameras and better facilities, better technology, better resolution. And with that, they're able to have a clear vision and view of Indian borders. And with that clear vision and view, they can obviously harm, right? Yes. So now they're narrowing the space-based intelligence gap, because we had a space-based intelligence gap with Pakistan, but we don't have one with China, because China is far more advanced than us. It has far more satellites than us. And now it is using Pakistan to send even more satellites and make sure that they have clear observance on India, right? Yes. Now, our status in that scenario, this is setting an, immediate alert. This is setting an immediate alert among the Indian powers, that what are we doing? Because right now, we have only 3 active satellites. That are observing in the Earth observatory. We have gone to moon, we have dropped some satellites there. We've done multiple things, but in the Earth observation satellite, we don't have much. They've only started with NavIC, and we have only 3 operational satellites. While within 16 months, Pakistan has 6. Within 16 months, and with better resolution and better technology. So no matter who is backing Pakistan, they are doing better than us, and that raises a huge concern, not just with respect to Pakistan, but also with respect to China. So naturally, India has to take a quick action and decide something to do on it. So what are we doing? Let's understand that. Do you understand the concern here? Yes? Yeah. So Pakistan's satellite and surveillance network, that is obviously rising, and their primary objective, they have high frequency, high resolution monitors. They are narrowing the intelligence gap. If we talk about our NavIC constellation and its status and the vulnerabilities, right now we only have 3 satellites, and the immediate trigger is that the final atomic clock on NSS IF1F, that failed on March 13 to 2026. Naturally, so we are lagging behind, right? This leads to the failure of other supercrafts as well. Clear? This is our vulnerability, because we have a reliance on imported atomic clock systems. We will have to import more, and that way we won't be able to have our own system, and we will be reliable on other nations, right? Yeah. Now, ISRO's multi-layered recovery plan has been designed, but then again, there has been no execution as such. So let's see what they're designing. They have hardware replacement. First of all, they will fast track the deployment of 2nd generation NVS satellites, like NVS 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Then we are moving towards indigenization. We have homegrown rubidium atomic clocks that are being developed by ISRO. The first indigenous clock successfully that flew in NVS 01. So we are getting rid of that dependency. Next thing. Third, civilian integration. 2nd generation satellites have increased the support of L1 frequency band. That way we have direct compatibility. with standard consumer smartphones, etc., we can control it, right? So global navigation infrastructure is developing in any case. But what are our bottlenecks? Why are we not able to do what Pakistan is doing? We have some bottlenecks, like ISRO is managing an increasingly crowded launch manifest, back-to-back mission anomalies, and workhorse polar satellite launch vehicles, right? So all this is getting a little hectic and heavy. Now PSLV is formally clear to return to flight operations. Until then, we only have the critical NVS replacement satellites that has come to pause. Now all the features have come to pause until and unless this gets a green signal, and that is taking a long time. And since it is taking a long time, our launches are getting delayed, right? So why is this so concerning? Why is this so concerning? So what, somebody has more satellites than us? Many countries have that. US has that, China has that, Russia has that. Why is that such a concern now? It is such a concern because number one, the evolution of their trajectory in the South Asian space, Pakistan has this strategy where what they're doing is that they already had a lack in the deep space, right? So they're focused on their resources entirely on regional surveillance. They're not going global. They don't have many satellites finding water on moon, right? Or water on Mars. No. They have more satellites in the regional areas, right? That's what they're launching more in terms of regional surveillance and tactical intelligence gathering. That way our border security is difficult, right? They're leveraging strategic alignment with China, compressing the timelines and doing better. However, India's strategy, we have sovereign infrastructure resilience. We are prioritizing securing independent, unjammable, positioning, navigation and timing. We are moving towards PNT. Through that, they won't be able to hack our systems. They won't be able to get information using our system at least, right? They will get information from theirs, but we will be able to hack down the rays. Yeah. So we are working on that, which capabilities that we can see in the NavIC also, but still we have a long route to go. Second problem is strategic implementation of space interdependence. The China-Pakistan axis that is building, the co-development and integration is giving India a push. Now their intelligence multiplication happens because high frequency satellite imagery, they will get real-time reconnaissance of the line of actual control, real-time view of that. And even if we deploy some army, even if we start some protection strategies, even if we start some defense exercises, everything can be visible to them. Everything might be visible to them. That means our security is getting compromised by that. Do you understand that? Yes. So it is not for Pakistan, but mainly for China that our security is getting compromised. You understand? Exactly. So this is shifting the traditional intelligence gathering paradigm. Like usually we had to send Hamza, right? We used to send Hamza who will give us inside information. But all that inside information can now be gathered through satellite. So you don't have to do anything. You just sit and watch, find your path and attack, right? So huge security concern, huge security concern. All right. Next thing is self-reliance, Atmanirbharta is security compulsory because we right now need that. If we don't have that, atomic clocks that are the heart of navigation systems, that also we had been importing. Now the ISRO has developed, now we have tested it, but still it is a long way to go. The policy lesson is that true strategic independence, it won't exist as a critical component until and unless your security is independent. If your security is aligned with other nations, it is dependent upon other nations' services, other nations' products, other nations' imports, then naturally you are not secure. No matter how good of a policy you have, you are not secure and you still have to work on your security, right? So we really need that independence. Clear? Atmanirbharta should be brought first of all here. Then operational risks for the launch of system bottlenecks. Launch system bottlenecks because we have the freeze of PSLV. If the freeze is not done, the flight freezes are there, PSLV experiences are there, strategic vulnerability window is also there. Why? Because India's space industry has long-term lead in technology, no doubt. But our hardware failures have been consistent. The hardware failures have been consistent within the orbit also, with the launch pauses, temporary launch pauses that have been done. So naturally, this is giving everybody our vulnerability window. Every competitor in the market is seeing that India's vulnerability window is going on. They are not able to launch. PSLV is at rest. They don't have anything else. And within that time, we can utilize this vacuum, right? And they are utilizing that vacuum. That's why this is happening. Clear? Exactly. So the launch of Pakistan's satellite, why we are starting, is because it is getting a very clear view, as we've seen in the image. All the 6 satellites are getting a very clear view of the Indian border. And it is not just for Pakistan, it is for China, because apparently China has been investing in Pakistan to help them get this done, right? So naturally, China is going to take back its investment. How will it take back? Not in form of money, of course, but in form of information. Clear? Yeah. That is what is happening. That's why it is a concern. We have a question for you based on that. I hope this one's clear. Question for you: in what frequency band are we going, and how ISRO is working on that? Read the question, just hit the pause button, read the question and give us your answer. Apart from that, this topic is also important for mains, so I've given you a mains question as well. Please try to attempt this. Okay, please try to attempt this and give us your answer. Yeah. Then just take a screenshot. Just take a screenshot and try to attempt this question. Okay. All right, that's about it. That was about Pakistan's satellite. I hope this is clear. You understand the security concerns, the China backing, the angle of Atmanirbharta, where India is lacking, what all we need to do. All right. Okay. That is about it. Thank you so much for joining in. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.